What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
What's going on, guys? Bart here with Tully Television, and today we're going to be getting into a retro blast. As you know, here we review movies, comic books, television shows, all these beautiful things that entertain us in our life. And for our retro blasts here at the channel, movie has to be 10 years old or older and have some sort of significance in pop culture, cult classic type of movies, movies that will just continuously be ingrained into our uh, movie going experiences that go on our bucket lists. Today, one of those movies is going to be Billy Madison. Because it's back to school time, baby. So, what else are we going to review than someone going back to school? And we're not talking about Rodney Dangerfield in the movie Back to School, which I think I did here on this channel. I'm pretty sure I did somewhere in the Retro Blast playlist down there. But it's going to be Billy Madison, released February 10th, 1995. Oh my God, time flies, baby. Directed by Tamara Davis. Uh, written Co-written by Adam Sandler and Tim Herlihy, Herlihy. Stars Adam Sandler as Billy Madison and Darren McGavin as Brian Madison, his father. Bridget Wilson Sampras as Veronica, the teacher he winds up falling in love with. That's his, of course, love interest in the movie. Bradley Whitford as Eric Gordon. Mark Beltzman as Jack, Billy's friend. The late, great Norm MacDonald as Frank, another one of Billy's friends. Josh Mostel as the principal of the school. And Teresa Merritt as Juanita. Along with some other children actors who played, uh, you know, some of Billy's classmates here throughout the movie. So, the basic premise of this movie is that Billy Madison is a spoiled, rich, not even kid anymore, young adult in this movie that hangs out with his friends Jack and Frank all day. Eric, the character Eric, is the right hand man of Billy's father, and most assume, including Eric himself, that he would be the next in line to take over the Madison Empire, so to speak, because Billy doesn't seem really too interested in progressing in, progressing his life outside of just basically drinking beers with his buds. He has this feud with a penguin that no one can see other than himself. They have a maid by the name of Juanita who basically he'll flirt with her and stuff like that, and Billy meaning, and just he's just rapscallion, so to speak. He's not physically hurting anyone or anything to that degree, um, but he's very much a nuisance and a menace to those around him who are actually trying to live a productive life. And he's even viewed by his own father as kind of a screw up. And so when the idea comes along of Billy's father passing on the company because he wants to retire, he wants to enjoy now the fruits of his labors, so to speak. He's got to a point where he's done working, he's done building the empire. He wants to now enjoy the last 10, 20 years of his life doing whatever rich old people do, right? And Billy's mad at this, and I think it was brought up like, you didn't even finish school, man. So like, what do you think you're gonna be able to do here? And Billy asks his father for the opportunity to go through all grades and be able to be tested. And if he does that, he'll go against Eric in basically like a trivia battle or a question battle, so to speak, based off of these things he's supposed to learn throughout the school season. And each grade is 2 weeks or something like that. And he's given a test, and he runs into all sorts of characters at the school. The principal winds up being a lucha libre wrestler, and some other stuff. Veronica, the teacher, winds up being the teacher, I believe, for the third or fourth grade, one of those grades, and she really puts it into him because when he came into her class, um, there was this one kid with a stutter, and he kind of made fun of the kid with the stutter. And she drags him out by the ear, and he thinks it's a joke, but she kind of really lays into him and rips into him about being a better person. Uh, Even though that kid may have a speech impediment, he's trying to do better than you as an adult are. So, you should shut up. And it really, I think that was a turn for him to really start being like, you know, maybe she's right. Cause like he used to think he was so cool in high school, and then when he got to the high school level, everyone was looking at him like he was such a loser. And as much as we like to think we're young-hearted and we're not old folks or anything like that, at the end of the day, the younger generation, the young crowd, they're not going to think we're so cool. They're going to think we're old farts, and that's okay. They're supposed to think that. Um, it helps society progress a little bit with that particular thing, right? But it really makes Billy buckle down and really start realizing the impact he had on some people's lives. So much so that he actually called up a former classmate of his and apologized for being a bully. And it was a joke, but after the guy accepted his apology, he kind of crossed his name off a list of like a revenge list. And so that even goes to show you, like, watch out who you hurt because these things may carry with the other person for a long time. And what was cool about the movie too is that after each graduation, so to speak, they would have a little party where the class would come, and he would like set up bounce houses and stuff, clowns, cotton candy machines, all the things that you would love to have as a kid at a birthday party. He was making sure that they had, and he really winds up coming out of this better with a girlfriend and basically the ability to have the confidence of helping run his father's company. Maybe he's going to need some help along the way to make some larger decisions. But Billy found his purpose, and I think that that could be anybody in life that you can carry out of this movie with. That if you put your mind to it and you try to progress in your life, genuinely, you'll be able to manifest something towards your goal, towards your ultimate dream, so to speak, your ultimate vision. That you just need some confidence in yourself. And you need to have some people confident in you too and your skills to feel like you can be a contributing member of society. Uh, Billy Madison, one of Adam Sandler's greatest comedies, with Waterboy, Happy Gilmore, some of these other comedy movies that he had early on in his career that really helped him set up for the long lasting career he had or has. Great filmography with a lot of different films. But with going back to school, I thought that this was a great choice. If you have yet to watch this movie or any Adam Sandler movie, why don't you make this the movie that you see? I'll guarantee you a few chuckles along the way. Maybe watch this as your own kids go back to school and you're doing a little day drinking or something like that. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But that's all for now. Until next time, peace, Snookums.